What's up, friend? Welcome back to another Avatar: The Last Airbender standard video. And today we're going to have some fun with our good friend, the Skirmish Rhino again. Now, I've made a video on Abzan bounce ever since the Skirmish Rhino has been released. I love the Skirmish Rhino and I also love the bounce package in general. So it's a perfect combination for me. And I think we've received one of our most significant upgrades to date with Avatar giving us Airbender Ascension, a 2-mana enchantment. When it enters, airbend up to one target creature whenever a creature you control enters with a quest counter on this enchantment. Beginning of your end step, if this enchantment has 4 more quest counters on it, exile up to one target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. This works really nicely with the Skirmish Rhino, 3 mana 3/4 with trample. When this creature enters, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. If you have those 4 quest counters on the Ascension, you got a Skirmish Rhino in play, you basically blink that every single turn, and that damage adds up quickly. The life gain isn't really insignificant either. Now, I also really like the way that the Pixie decks are positioned right now, because there's a lot of Badger Mold decks going on, and this deck is great at removing creatures. We have 2 copies of Grim Bauble, 2 copies of Momentum Breaker, and 4 copies of Nowhere to Run. This is going to do a great job keeping all those like little mana dorks in check. You can pick them up and replay them, of course, with Nurturing Pixie and Stone Pearl Kieran, which are like the main bounce creatures in this deck list. There's also a really cool interaction with the Aethan Road Watcher. I love this card. It makes a very good airbender target, because if it enters, if you cast it, mill 4 cards. When you do, return target creature card meta value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. The best cards to bring back are basically the Skirmish Rhino and the Cosmic Red Zenith. But unfortunately, there's a bit of a nombo in the deck, because blinking the Road Watcher with Airbender Ascension when it has 4 quest counters on it doesn't work, because the Road Watcher specifically says that it needs to be cast. So stay mindful of that. But you can still airbend it and then play it later for 2 mana if you have the Ascension in your hand and the Road Watcher on the battlefield. Now, there's also some really cool synergy with the Debris Beetle. So this is a 4 mana 6/6 vehicle. When it enters, each opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3 life with a crew cost of 2. If you manage to crew this vehicle, then you can actually blink it with the Airbender Ascension as well. Be mindful of that because it needs to be a creature, but it's a spicy one-off. So is Appa Steadfast Guardian, allows us to pick up any number of other target non-land permanents you control, and whenever you cast a spell from exile, create a 1/1 white ally creature token. It adds a bit of like grind potential to the deck list. What I also like is that we have access to a pretty good sideboard. I have 3 copies of Clarion Conqueror in here. This is going to do a great job shutting down the Badger decks, because we're not really bothered by Clarion Conqueror's like downside at all, so it feels very easy to play in the sideboard. Bunch of Graveyard Hate and Rest in Peace and a Kutzil flanker. And like I said at the start of the video, who doesn't love a good Skirmish Rhino moment? I know I do. So let's dive into the gameplay here. You can check out this really cool Abzan deck for yourself. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps the channel out. And I'd like to see you guys in the next video. I'll make it work somehow, but it sucks. You can always just play the Pyro challenge. Nothing like shoving some cats in ovens. Am I right? I should probably bobble while I still can, right? Yeah, I fucked that. I shouldn't have shocked that in, I think. But yeah, whatever. Okay. Start to play mono black and now you're in control hell. Oh shit, no way. You there yet? Nah. We fell. The RNG just hasn't been good enough today to climb. But now we're just having fun brewing. I feel like this is the second Bunnycorn tempo deck I've seen today. Such strange synergies. But no. Okay, Gene Pollinator, are you gonna be very, very kind here, okay? You understand? Yeah, of course, I'm not worried. I'm never worried about getting Mythic. It would have just been fun to You know, get it today, but it's okay. I feel like anytime I'm determined to get mythic, it doesn't happen. Anytime I intentionally want to climb, it fails. Arena just knows I want it, and then it's like, haha. Go fuck yourself. I'm sure many of you can relate. You know. It's silly. You can smell that you're desperate, kinda. It knows. It knows. It knows when you're desperate. That's acceptable. This could be a good matchup for us. No jinx. Dear MTG Arena gods, if you could be so kind to give me a nice hand to work with, that would be the dream, you know? I actually don't mind keeping Jean. I could do Jean and Grim Bauble, maybe. Mr. Pollinator. Problem is, I don't have Voice of Victory now. And Voice of Victory basically carried us last game, so we'll see how that goes. Weird. What lens are you guys talking about? The Theros lens. Oh, the Pokemon lens? I guess I thought that, like, most people refer to them as like the Pokemon lands, the one with the symbol in the middle and the stars. They're really like they're very loved by people, so worth it or not. I think, in my opinion, I don't even know if they're on the store anymore, but in my opinion, the best lands you can get are the Chocobo lands. They even have a specific foiling over them. I'm not sure if they're in the store anymore, but that's premium to me. They are a favorite of mine, for sure. Why do I have a feeling I'm gonna get, like, board wiped or some shit? Weird. You're definitely gonna get board wiped. Yeah. I think so. Okay, so they countered the Cosmic Grand Stannis trigger. Huh. There's some suspicious shit going on here, chat. Some very suspicious shit going on here. I don't trust it one bit. Nah, I don't trust this one bit. Really don't. Okay, they just didn't have it. No, never mind. I was like, I'm constantly in my head trying to play around split up, but they just didn't have it. Okay. I don't hate this. The Godzilla lands. I love those too. The Godzilla lands are great. They're sweet. They're pretty. I have them, but I don't really use them anymore. Me and my Choco buddies. I just really like love the foiling treatment that they gave it, more so than anything. All right, so this is warp, I think. Is that warp? Only on beta? I don't know if I have that, honestly. Kamigawa, well, to Eldraine, yeah. Also, Eldraine, I wasn't a huge fan of. Kamigawa, I was. Picking up the Momentum Breaker, I guess. We bully them with bounce on it. Easy style. I do like the flexibility when it comes to Momentum Breaker, though. It's like you don't want to put any creatures in play, then go ahead and discard out of your hand. They really designed Momentum Breaker well. It's a great card. It do be a great card for sure. Always gonna flash in Kieran again. Sus. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I do love the lore. I did not know that was the lore behind it. I just thought they looked a bit janky, but I guess they are janky in a very cool way now. I respect them more. I respect them more. So they're gonna bounce their own Flood Caller here, probably. They can, right? Oh yeah, they still got a discard out of their hand, though. Okay. What do you want to do, opponent? What do you want to do? Oh, Hasted Rizzler. Ooh, that does scare me. Getting a little worried, gamers. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, I guess I could have lethal next turn, but... we'll see. Rizzler, you have to stop. Rizzler, you're too powerful. Rizzler, no. Yeah, this is like... you know what I mean? This is like... not great. Alright, we just have to remember we can crack the momentum breaker to gain a bunch of life. That's really important. Okay. So if I have a 2-2 blocker in play and I can gain 4 life, everything has got trample. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. Alright, kill or be killed, everybody. Nerve-wracking moment. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay. That was not really the best Airbender's Ascension matchup because we had so much pressure. I didn't really want to bounce any of these things. Card is like goated against green decks, but not the best against I mean, we could have... there was a point in time where I blocked a otter token that was attacking, and I could have bounced the otter token. What's up, Rubina? How are you? That was something I could have done. But I definitely don't think it's the best in here. Hate Momentum Breaker. Yeah, it's fair. It's fair to hate it. I just gotta find a way to set up the value, I think. I'm sure we'll get it. Early. But the problem is, like, the looting deck, like, everything ETBs and stuff in there, too, so you don't really want to bounce any of those valuable things. That makes sense. Okay, we'll just board it out. Regular bounce on it strategy. I like the mana. This could stop something. It's a bit of a gamble, though. Okay, let's try. Opium? Storm Chaser plus Boomerang. Years? No. That's all on whites. Just trying to figure out if we need to put a specific color on this passage. I think white's probably fine. It's the most dominant color in the deck, so never go wrong with that. Rizzler. I don't really have any ways to bounce things here. Okay. Yeah. The passage is... I mean, we have the shrine as well that turns on the verges, so we are good on the mana here. No issue. The only kind of problem is the fact that we have no pressure. Where the fuck is Mr. Skirmish Rhino at? Show up, buddy. Is this Badger most favorite song? The one. It's true. Badger is that special. That Appa. Aw. Hey, I mean, 2 torches are out of the deck though. Like, that's pretty good actually. Hopefully they don't have a 3rd torch. Aw, sad. Okay. Is that control kind of going strong right now? Yeah. I think, again, a planeswalker, and I have no pressure, so I can't really deal with it. That's really shitty. Can't really deal with planeswalkers well as long as we have no pressure. It's not cute. Pyroclasm even? Shit. Yeah, I don't know what we can do about Ral, you guys. Clarion Conqueror. Seems like a mid option. Very mid option. I don't think we can recover from this. Straight up, I don't think we can recover from this. Best I can do is like play my own planeswalker, I guess. But they all of a sudden turn super control-y. We go our own Elspeth. Fight fire with fire. You know? Silly mana. Ooh. I feel like we may need to look into a way to interact with planeswalkers in the sideboard, but I don't want to play Get Lost. I refuse. You can't make me Mortify, chat. We play Mortify. Easy. Iceberg. That's actually not a bad card. That could actually work. Ooh, I guess I go on whites. Yeah, no, I think Iceberg is the better answer. I'm gonna develop the Cosmogrand because it's one of my only ways to deal with a Pyroclasm, but counter. Boy, I sure would like to hit a land drop right now. Boy, I would sure love that. Yeah, I knew it was a matter of seconds. We recover. We have Enduring Innocence. We recover. The goat is here, you know, got nothing to worry about. Hit him with a little Road Watcher value, I guess. Come on now. The value in that is just so fucking beautiful. You gave them Road Watcher, you will always be loved. You will always be loved. I hope you know that. Hey. Timeless classic. Yeah, it's responsible to keep a land on top, I think. You love this deck, even though you personally find it slightly disgusting. Yeah, you know, I get that. I get that. I love their name, Evil Cupcakes. The fuck does an evil cupcake do? Why am I thinking of like some like Adventure Time shit or something? Yeah. Terrorizes you with sprinkles. They could make that a card in Wilds of Eldraine, I guess. Oh, I think this may be Junt artifacts. Yo, what's up? Gamer in the chat. Hot chili cupcake is evil. Yeah, that would be fucking not it. That would not be it. I'm kind of in such a weird position where I have to use Airbender's Ascension as such an awkward way to try and slow my opponent down, I guess. Not ideal, but we ball. Is it me or a standard fell Planeswalker removal light the past year? It has, because there's no need to print Planeswalker removal in a Universes Beyond set. You know? So the few times that we get a Planeswalker printed, and then it's only, they had this rule, they really just went nuts on Planeswalker hate. Like, they had this rule for the longest time, there could only be one Planeswalker per set. Then Universes Beyond's can have 0 Planeswalkers. So at that point, what's left, you know? At that point, what's left? Like, nothing really. Yeah, so like, meanwhile, there's still enough Planeswalkers in Standard to the point that, hey guys, don't forget about this. Maybe. Yeah, they have gone back on their rule, but I'm saying like a year ago they were still like so hung up on a year ago they were still super hung up on the fact that they would only want one Planeswalker in a set. I mean, obviously they've changed a bit since, but like, why are we being silly? My beloved Phoenix Fleet airship. Hello, my child. How are you? So let's go Kieran. We'll pick up Airbender's Ascension. I'm being like really mean picking up and replaying this Ascension the entire time. I'm sorry, man. I gotta do what I gotta do though. So then what are they gonna do? They're gonna crew the airship, right? Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna do that. Still enjoying Mono White with Elspeth and United Fronts. That does seem like a vibe. Swing with everything, deal a good amount of damage. Just trying to figure out if I want to... Now we're just going to do that. Okay. I'm a bit worried about them getting to a point where they can sacrifice one too many clues and get life gain, but see how that plays out, I guess. Pick up this little thing right here. And we're gonna go right here. No. Now, what the hell do I pick up? I can airbend something. I don't have to pick anything up, of course. I could if I want, or like blink it, I guess. I think it is probably worth to, yeah. Kirin and bounce fleet. You can't do that. You can pick up Kirin to pick up Airbender's Ascension again, so you have 2 open and you can get rid of more blockers. You can do that. Like, what is their play gonna... What's their turn gonna look like? Save the counters. Kirin to bounce a lander for draw. is also possible. I kind of like that play. I like picking up the thingy. I do. Oh, Rhino! I like that play. That was a good one. Oh my god, chat. We could kill them with the Rhino. Two life loss and then pick it up, replay it. Finally, some Skirmish Rhino action up in here. We've had 4 of them in the deck. The rare Rhino lethal. It would be so sick. Am I dead? Nah, they can't do that, right? They cannot both put Biotech Specialist and Unbuckler Zealot in the graveyard simultaneously. They could gain a fuckload of life, though. Oh, no. No, they could gain a lot of life. That's bad. Oh, hell no! Yeah. I got so excited. They find Lively Dirge. I feel like I should have held up Kieran, so I could just like have denied it. Damn it. $13 damage, doable, chat, doable. Very doable. So 4, 3. Yo, shout out to Airbender's Ascension, I guess. So, I mean, we have this. I could airbend the Phoenix Fleet, and then I have, what's a shitload of damage. I would like to win with the Rhino, though. That would be kind of like aura, you know? If I swing with everything, and they block the Cosmogrand because it's the highest. I deal 3, 6, I deal 12 damage to him. I could win with the Rhino. Is that aura points, chat? Or am I like... Is that aura? Yeah, it is. we gotta aura farm them, I mean. Early. I'd Rhino for the next games. That's probably the competitive thing to do, but this is just cool. And then I could have still picked up and replayed the Rhino with the Airbender's Ascension. I mean, that's cute. It's cute. I like it. I like it, though. No, they noted. Yeah, exactly. Like, instead of saving the Rhino, they are now always thinking, oh my god, what if I'm what if I'm at 2 life? What if the Rhino hits me? This is the ultimate psychological warfare. You know? I don't think that deck list works too much with the graveyard outside of the Lively Dirges. I don't think it's worth going Rip. I do think it's worth going Clarion Conqueror, though. I think it's worth going Wear Down. And I think it's worth going Rex Age. You could have also Cosmo and a Rhino. You could have done many things there. But, and no matter how we played it out, we would have just won it. Unless we didn't attack, I guess, but... Now, how do we make room for these guys? Probably not a lot of value behind Momentum Breaker. I need my Appas. I like that because the trample is really nice too. Deck's got cool lines. Yeah, it's a cool deck. Like, she's cool, she's cool. I always love Abzan Bounce. It's one of my favorite archetypes in Standard. It really is. I love it. I feel like maybe I have to cut a Rhino, no offense, buddy, but... What do you mean? Mid. What do you mean mid? This is peak. I want to keep it all, chat. I know I can't, but I want to keep it all so bad. I'm actually running out of time. I'm stressing out. I'm sorry, Rhino. I'm sorry. I just don't know. I'm sorry. Hopefully it'll show up more as a 2-off. I mean, the Conqueror is very nice. Shuts down their whole deck. Surprisingly enough. I have heard of that card. I gotta fucking Google it though, because what? Wait a minute. Is that even Standard legal? What? Oh, I know how to run at the ready. Damn, this is like, this little Clarion Conqueror is gonna fuck them up so bad. No, it doesn't work. That's a card that's way too slow for Standard. If you mean ignored, no, that card is just way too slow. Like, straight up. I don't even think it's Standard legal on top of anything. So... Alright, yeah, this opponent, like, their whole deck has fallen apart. They cannot ever sacrifice these. Their Unbuckler Zealot doesn't work. Only if they have the spicy tech of the Rottenmouth Viper can they do something here. This cannot tap anymore. They're stuck on 2 lands. They don't have red. That's sus. Feels like they got a... -2/-2. Tragic trajectory here. Dead card. I actually can't crew the beetle, which is kind of silly, but okay. Oh, it's in Foundations? So no clue about any of that. But it's definitely not good enough to see Standard play. Nah, I know exactly what they're trying to do. I'm not falling for it, I'm sorry. I know exactly what they're trying to do. It won't happen. Chad, we are bullying this player, like, oh my goodness. Wait! Debris Beetle win next turn. Pause. Obsessive Pursuit is literally just like the worst card in existence in this matchup. Like, oh, that was mean. We were so mean there. Literally forcing them to lose a point of life every single turn. There was nothing they could do about it. We did. Recognize their name. Like, what the fuck is that? Is there anything that has the Feather redeemed vibe of a few years ago? Nah. Feather was a monster. I guess the closest you get is maybe like Heroic and Pioneer or something. Probably. Boros Heroic. But I guess you could just literally play Feather in Pio, so, you know. No need to... Ooh, this is actually a really weird spot to be in. I have to put this on black. So that I can fire off... Well, I could put it on white too, but... Gotta be on black, because it's really awkward with the mana. I just gotta hope that this Gene Pollinator doesn't get removed. But it's mono green, so we should be okay. We don't need to fiddle around with feather tricks anymore, just cast Monstrous Rage and opponent explodes. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. No need to fuck around when you can just... Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Mono green! The remix! Time for our revenge, because Arena really wanted us to lose when we played against it, so time to show them what we're made of, chat. Time to show them what we're made of. With split-ups. You know? Like real villains. Feather was such an annoying deck to play against, though, my god. I remember playing, like, Cat Oven against Feather and always trying to claim the firstborn Feather, and it never worked, and I would get so frustrated. I would get so fucking frustrated. It was really the bane of my existence, like, every time. Because I had the, you know, you had a lot of sorcery speed removal as a sacrifice deck, and... Feather didn't give a fuck. Feather did not care. Unbothered. In her lane, moisturized, flourishing and stuff. Okay, not looking too bad. Gotta get rid of this chicken soon though, before it grows out of range. Imagine if I put Clarion Conqueror on this battlefield. They would have no mana. Oh my god. Give me the top deck. I swear to god. Give me the top deck. They would have no mana. They would have 0 mana available. It'd be so funny. That would be cinema. Absolute cinema. Feather's a monster. Naya Feather still works in Historic. Oh, sick! People are keeping the Feather tradition alive. Airbender's Ascension on a land just puts the land back on the battlefield, right? Yeah. Making sure. unrelated, searching best of 3 in arena because watching your videos and having more fun and playing the best of 1 so far. Hell yeah, we love to hear that. It really eliminates so many of these like annoying, frustrating RNG elements that the game has. Pretty sweet. Well, isn't that funny? Let's slow them down. Yo, what's up, Al? Let's slow them down. No longer use these. Still worried about ISO Explorer though. That is still really sweet ramp anyway, but the lands are shut down. At least. EP as fuck. Nah, me too. I was tired of shit too today. Must be the moon. What the fuck? Vivian? Oh. They can't activate that. Like, what are you gonna do with Vivian? Spend 5 mana? Oh my god, I don't think they saw it. Bro. They made an oopsie. Nice Vivian! Right. Let me get the hell out of this game quickly, hold on. Bria, Riptide Rogue. I don't even know what that card says or does. I'd have to look it up. Oh my god, nice Vivian. Oh, the Bloomborough Otter? That seems like a spicy one-off. You could try. Reading a card explains the card. It sure does. It sure does. Man, that was brutal. They got their Clarion conquered. For sure, like, for sure.